Welcome. In this video we're going to unbox the Batman Hush core box for DC United. When Gotham City's most notorious villains start acting out of character, the Caped Crusader knows a more insidious master plan is at work. Devised by the shadowy figure known as Hush, Batman and his allies must act together to protect the innocent, face dire threats, and confront the villains to uncover his revenge plot. But things take a deadly turn when the Man of Steel himself falls under Poison Ivy's mind control. The only hope of solving this mysterious case is for the heroes to stand united. So here we can see we've got the core box for Batman Hush and DC United. Looking on the back, we can see it's for 1 to 5 players. If you're playing co-op, it's for 1 to 4. But if one's going to take control of the villain, it can go up to 5. It's for ages 14 and up, and it's going to last about 30 minutes. We're not going to waste any time. We're just going to jump right on in here. So we've got some free CMON content and straight to the rule book. Take a quick peek at that. So 16 pages, and on the back we've got our rule summary, just going over the turn order. So starting with our villain turn, into our hero turn, dealing with damage and winning and losing. And in the rule book, we've got our table of contents, the overview of the game, and our components. So you can see this game comes with the Tim Drake Robin. We've got Huntress, the classic Batman, and Catwoman with goggles. Hush, the Joker, Harley Quinn, and Superman Control, and a whole bunch of other components. Let's see, going over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps for setup. And the details into winning, losing, the villain turn, overflow of the game, then the details of the hero turn, turn sequence, onto our mission cards, details of hero damage or challenges, equipment cards, some additional rules with our tokens, super villain mode. So if you want to go into 5 players, letting someone control the villain, going against the heroes. And then going commander and solo mode, or you can just control a couple of the heroes yourself. So that's it for the rule book. Then we've got our token boards. So we've got our crisis tokens, some health tokens, then our civilian threat tokens, and flipping this over, we've got, civilians on this side, thugs on the other side. And here we've got some heroic tokens, some movement, our wilds, and punching, some KO, BAMF, the Poison Ivy token, and easily fall out if you accidentally punch them, and just standard width. And then we go in here. So I think we've got our location cards. All right, so we've got the Bristol Township. About to put our civilians and some additional places there. And for our threat tokens and the end of turn ability, the Monarch Theater, Sicily, Roxbury Fielding Academy, Spiral Headquarters, St. Hadrian's Finishing School for girls, Kane Chemicals, and the Amusement Mile. We have our villain dashboards and our mission guide. So if we're putting our missions on here, so the villain acts after every 2 cards. Then after you complete 2, the villain is now vulnerable to damage. And then if you unlock 3, each hero immediately draws a card. And we've got Hush, Superman Controlled, and then the combination of the Joker and Harley Quinn. So health for the number of heroes playing. We're going to have their BAM ability, what to do on overflow if you get too many people on the location, and special rules. And then special setup ability and additional hero tokens if someone's going to be the super villain. And then if someone's Superman controlled, a lot of extra health there. It's got a villainous plot. And special setup. And the combo of the Joker and Harley Quinn. And their special setup. And we've got a spot for the villain tracker. And our cards. And some smaller cards to look at. All right, so we've got some battle plan 2s and 1s. And then I guess some equipment. So let's see. Catwoman, she's got some goggles and a whip. So you use on your turn. This turn you may ignore locations, permanent and end of turn effects that would affect you. Then turn this face down. Recharge at the end of your turn. If you played a hero card with no movement at the bottom, turn this face up. And got the whip. Use on your turn. Punch in an adjacent location or move a thug or civilian from an adjacent location to your location. Then turn this face down. Recharge at the beginning of your turn. Discard an action token to turn this face up. Then Huntress has a crossbow. On your turn, punch in the opposite location or a location adjacent to that. Then turn this face down. Recharge at the beginning of your turn. Discard one of those tokens to turn this face up. Then we've got the motorcycle. Use on your turn to move, then turn it face down. Exhausted, remove this card from the game. So it's a one-time run out of gasoline, I guess. Then Robin's got a staff. Use on your turn, move or defeat a thug in your location. Then it goes face down. Recharge, beginning of your turn, discard an action token to turn it face up. He's got a motorcycle. Use on your turn to move, then face down. When it's exhausted, remove this card from the game. And it's got a batarang. Use on your turn, punch in an adjacent location. Then it goes face down. Recharge, beginning of your turn, discard an action token to turn it face up. Then a classic Batman's got some things. Got a grapnel. Use on your turn to move a thug or civilian from an adjacent location to your location. Then turn this face down. Recharge at the end of your turn. If you played a hero card with no move at the bottom, turn this face up once per game. You may do it by simply saying out loud, "Because I'm Batman." All right, cape wings. Use on your turn, move, then turn this face down. Recharge at the beginning of your turn. Discard one action token to turn this face up. Got some armored gauntlets. Use on the villain turn. Ignore one damage dealt to any hero in your location, then turn it face down. Recharge beginning of your turn. Discard an action token to turn it face up. Lie detector. Use on your turn to flip up to 2 thugs or civilian in your location, then turn it face down. Then recharge at the beginning of your turn. Discard an action token to turn it face up. Then an antidote. Use on your turn or at the end of the villain turn. Any hero in your location discards all their crisis tokens. Then turn it face down. And then the recharge, beginning of your turn, discard an action token to turn this face up. And the batarang, using your turn to punch in an adjacent location, then turn this face down. And recharging, beginning of your turn, discard an action token to turn this face up. Then, got another Batman Any. This card is turned face down by any effect, remove it from the game. Permanent, once on your turn, if any Kryptonian villain or henchman is in your location, you may punch against them. During your turn, you may forfeit one action to give this card to another non-Kryptonian hero in your location or an adjacent one. Then we have a bunch for any hero. Makeshift weapon. Let's see, we'll turn them around on this side. We'll go mini mines. Using your turn, if there's no civilian in your location, place this card face down in your location. During the next villain turn, after the villain's movement, remove this card from the game and deal 1 damage to everything in its location and discard all civilians there. Smoke pellets. Use on your turn if there are no thugs in your location. Place this card face down. Then during the next villain phase, heroes in this location ignore the first damage they would take. At the end of the villain phase, remove this card from the game. You've got a flashbang. Use on your turn. Attach a stun token to a henchman in your location and turn it face down. Then when it's exhausted, remove this card from the game. Got a flare. Use on your turn if there are no villains in your location. Place this card face down. During the next villain turn, after the villain's movement, remove this card from the game and another hero may immediately move to this location. Body armor. Use on a villain turn. Ignore 1 damage you would take, then turn it face down. Exhausted. Remove this card from the game. Got a comm link. Use on your turn if there are no other heroes in your location. Get that symbol, then turn this face down. Remove from the game. An airlift. Use on your turn. Move, then turn it face down. Exhausted. Remove from the game. And a makeshift weapon. Using your turn, defeat a thug in your location, then turn it face down, and exhausted, remove from the game. Then some battle plans. So we've got some heroic leaning, well armed, quick reactions, power restoration, change of plan, mutual support, and better preparation. And battle plan 2 cards. High mobility, let the villain talk, saving a friend, no time for thugs, and calling for help. All right, starting out, we've got some supervillain cards. So someone's going to play the bad guy. We've got some superior strategist cards, backup plans, obstructing minions, extra effort, mobile targets, oppressive responsibilities, veteran thugs, your job isn't finished yet, back for more, counter move, a detour, and a crisis is not over cards. Let's see if I can just push those out of the way. And then, of course, superhero cards. Looking for trouble. Standing the crisis. Remote intervention. Being prepared. Moment of rest. Adrenaline blast. Crowd control. Heroic sacrifice. Shake it off. Last chance. Comeback is coming. And strong willpower. Then we have the Hush stack of cards, which also has some threat and a Hush plan. So the Hush cards, some deception, watching Batman, more deception. So all the bad things that can happen. And then we've got the threats. Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, the Joker, Clayface, Harley Quinn, and the Riddler. And the Hush Plan, bottom of the deck. All right. Misdirection. All right, defeating different characters. Since we're getting those out, start looking at some of the miniatures. So there is Hush. And we've got the Joker and Harley Quinn cards. Let's see, threat and kidnapping. So we've got the master plans. You're too serious. What doesn't kill ya? Uncivilized people. Toys won't help. Isn't it depressing to be so alone? One bad day. The healing power of laughter. Do I look like I'm joking? And escape. And we've got criminals, the clown, the comedian, and distraction. And our threat cards, punchline, masters of disguise. And a kidnapping card. So we've got the Joker. And Harley. Then we have Superman and his threats. So just going straight off and hitting things. Controlling minds. Some heat vision. Up, up, and away. Falling under Ivy's control. And then his threats. Just poison Ivy's control everywhere. And there is Superman. And we've got our challenge cards and threats. So the moderate challenge, removing cards, and the hard challenge, removing the double wild. And our threats, defeating thugs, defeating or rescuing civilians, and clearing threats. All right, now to our heroes. Got Superman, starting hand, invulnerability, and then the rest of his cards. Double punch, single wilds, double wild, physiology, some heat vision, and Ivy's control. Then we've got Miss Goggles, starting hand, Stealth Master, and the rest of her cards. Double Wild, Master of Disguise, Martial Artist, Master Thief, Stunning Deception. And there she is. And Huntress doesn't get a starting hand. Just comes up with some dual cards. Espionage. Motivated by Vengeance. Then Tim Drake. Is the Wild, Master Martial Artist, Meditation, Investigation, Tactical Analysis. And his miniature. And lastly, we get Batman. So his starting hand, he's got some bat gadgets. Recharge up to 2 of your equipment cards at the end of your turn, or gain the wild token. Then his standard cards. Can't escape from the Batman that easy. Formidable Fighter, Mentoring, Weighing Resources, and Detective Skills. And then his miniature. So that is everything in Batman Hush for DC United. As always, hope you enjoyed this unboxing. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.